Good morning. It's Market Day Report on a Monday. So glad you're with us. What about the markets? Where are we going with the corn market? Let's go to Chicago, where December is trading one tick lower at 424 and a half. Yeah, 424 and a half. That's within a 5-cent trading range, and now we're already back to unchanged. So pretty tight range right now on corn, and this is on the heels of a 155,000 metric ton overnight sell of corn to Mexico. Mexico has been a big buyer here over the last 3 weeks. Soybeans, the flash sell 172,000 metric tons. Unknown destinations not moving the needle, though. November futures 6 lower, 1031 3/4. Let's go to wheat now. We'll start Chicago. Front month up 2 3/4, 592 and a half. July 3 1/4 higher at 636. Kansas City 3 1/4 higher on the December, 601 1/4. New crop 635. That's up 3 1/4. And in Minneapolis, 3 1/4 higher on the December, 641 3/4. New York cotton futures December 58 higher, 73.85, and now ticking above 77 cents on both May and July. Let's tick to Whitehall, Maryland. That's where the mill is, and that's where we find Ben Hushon. Ben, what's happening?
Good morning, Tony. Well, I'll tell you, folks are feeling a little better in our area. The last 2 weeks, we've been rainy and drizzly, and this past Thursday, for the first time in 12 days, the sun came out. Well, then it went back in, another drizzly day. But Saturday, definitely a fair amount of combines got back in the field, which marked exactly 2 weeks since they had been in the field. Now, the challenge is all that moisture, a lot of it offshoots from Helene and some of the southern flow of moisture. We have soybeans that have begun to sprout, not everywhere, but in some places. Grain sorghum has become a little bit more popular in our area, especially where there's heavy white-tailed deer pressure. There's been some sightings. I haven't seen it personally, but nearby of some sorghum that maybe has begun to sprout. And I don't know for the viewers or folks that watch this later on, the corn stalk, the pictures that I sent in, corn has turned black. The stalks, I'm sorry, let me clarify that. Not the corn itself, but the stalks. The disease that has come in here from this 2 weeks of constant southern flow of moisture, really causing concerns. I can tell you that combines are going to roll not quite, they're going to still care about the moisture because unfortunately, Tony, that entire 2 weeks, moisture did not drop in those corn, in the cornfields. Soybeans, there's a couple folks trying to get into some soybeans again this morning, but again, I sent a picture of them in, and boy, some of them are just not pretty. It's going to be a challenging harvest quality-wise, that's for sure.
Yeah, Ben, if we can't get that moisture level down, it just leads to mold issues. But like you've been saying now for the last few weeks, we've had an idea that corn was really sick.
Yeah, yes, and just like an animal or a human being, if that is already weakened, if it's not a strong, healthy plant, just like a strong, healthy calf, you're gonna have a lot higher chance of catching that next thing that comes by, and I think that might be what we're seeing. But again, combines are back out this morning, and unfortunately, gonna have to run a lot more gas to dry it down than what they had hoped for.
Well, Ben, thanks for your time. Wish you safety as you continue the harvest through Maryland. Ben Hushon with the mill. All right, we're back in a moment. We'll talk livestock futures. Market Day Report continues in a moment.